guys, it's Mo from Mo in the Deep End, and I know I'm not having a mornings with Mo because I completely, well, underneath this artificial red intelligence, forgot that I have taxes that I have to do during mornings with Mo. So we will have a nooner with Mo, a little clogging, a little afternoon delight. Come on, you know you have not heard a dirtier clogging song than Afternoon Delight. And if you watch the video, those people are incredibly happy. So I say, nooners for everyone. Now that I'm demonetized, let's get into a little bit of a story that I wanted to kind of expand on. But it seems that American college student missing in the Dominican Republic did not drown, according to the suppositions of Natalee Holloway, private investigator. 20-year-old student from Pittsburgh who vanished from a five-star resort in the Dominican Republic likely didn't drown on the beach, as some reports have suggested, according to the private investigator who went to Aruba following the disappearance of Natalee Holloway under similar circumstances in 2005. Again, this is a parent's worst nightmare. You are sending your child out into the world where you know there are real monsters and you can't protect them. And, you're sending them out to go have fun and a nightmare happens. So I understand the links to this case. I hope she has they have some concrete evidence that maybe could give the family some answers beyond what they're getting if they truly have this gut feeling and they can back it up with some evidence. I think that their assistance would be helpful. Now, if we're just doing this for clickbaity stuff, that's gross. But let's continue. Sudiksha Konanki, who was born in India but was a legal permanent U.S. resident from Virginia, was last seen entering the beach early Thursday morning at the Ru Republica Resort in Punta Cana, according to La Policía Nacional, the country's national police force. Now, she was with a friend who is currently under investigation, according to the translation of a Spanish language statement. I don't think she drowned in the ocean, said T.J. Ward, the private investigator who worked for Holloway's parents, after she vanished on a trip she went on with high school classmates to celebrate graduation. I totally believe that someone knows something where she is, or someone took her away, or someone's holding her somewhere. Her whereabouts remain unknown, but ABC News reported Monday that she might have drowned, citing law enforcement sources. Now, Ward rejected this theory and said that the Dominican police have been investigating one of her friends and looking to corroborate claims from a young man who was also in the water that night. They have questioned multiple witnesses, including her friends. If she got into that water, she would have washed up somewhere with the tide, the way that it comes into the island, Ward said. Now, authorities have searched by land, air, and sea, and he said a body in the water would likely have been discovered unless someone took her far offshore. Now, her family is also skeptical of reports that she might have drowned, according to WTOP News, a Washington-based outlet. It's 4 days. If she was in the water, she'd likely have been strewn to the shore, her father, Sudiksha Konanki, said to the outlet. She's not found, so we're asking them to investigate multiple options like kidnap or abduction. In a complaint filed with Dominican authorities asking them to investigate a potential drowning as well as a possibility of kidnapping or foul play, her father said that his daughter's phone, and wallet were left with friends, which he said was unusual, according to the outlet. Yeah, my middle teen daughter's phone wasn't charging, and you would have thought that the world had done ended, okay? Like, Twitter patient to level spinal tap 13. I can't work, we need to find a phone, how am I going to call people? I remember this nebulous past where we used to leave post-it notes saying we were going out. O-U-T, out. Not like you can GPS monitor my ass into like the nearest 3 meters. No, we would just say, Mom, out. We'll have a quarter. We'll call if need you. But considering you're a parent and I'm a teen and I'm probably getting up to shenanigans, would call friends first. Now, that all didn't go on, on the post-it note, but we used to leave notes like that. We just randomly went off. No one knew us. No one could track us. It was a simpler time. It was a greater time. It was a great time when all of my teen shenanigans weren't performed with someone with a camera phone. I do feel sorry for you or millennials who had to deal with that, and then whatever the hell we call you 12-year-olds, I don't know. Now, attempts to reach him from Fox News Digital were unsuccessful. So attempts to reach the father to try to get more information about why it was so unusual that she was leaving her wallet and her, phone with her friends. It does make sense if she was wanting to go swimming and she wanted someone to watch this. Again, do I think that there might have been copious amounts of booze and possibly ganja involved in some of the decision making here? They're teens in a foreign country at a resort. I mean, you do the math, and I'm not great at math beyond Kohl's Cash and Quad Pay, but I can tell you that that kind of maths at least a little bit. Now, she was on spring break to the Dominican Republic with 5 female classmates, authorities had said previously. She arrived on March 3rd and was last seen about 4:15 a.m. on March 6th, according to local surveillance video, headed to the beach with her friends, according to local police. Now, her disappearance does share some similarities with Holloway. Both young women traveled to a Caribbean beach resort with family or with classmates. Both vanished on a beach at night, staying out late after their friends went back to their respective hotels. So there are links. And, young women, young men, even singularly out in a foreign area, not knowing the dangers, not knowing the local customs, could run afoul of anyone. So this is not far-fetched, and there are links. Do I think that parents should maybe not send their kids by themselves to foreign vacations? Possibly, but also we need to start teaching our children situational awareness, the absolute reality that unfortunately there are monsters out there. And I've always told my girls to listen to that inner voice, to, if something feels hinky about a situation, do not stay there. Listen, because there's been so many times that I've listened to that voice or didn't listen to it and suffered the consequences. If you are innately unsettled by someone, they could be an awesome person, but maybe that is your brain picking up on something that you don't know. Like, who is someone that innately bothers me, but everyone else likes? Well, Gavin Newsom, but I don't know if that's a innate like for most people. I'll have to think about it because there are some people that deeply, deeply. Okay, Ginger Duggar's husband, Jeremy Vullo. Now, I am sure he is a nice guy. I'm sure he is lovely. I've never met the man, but there is something that is deeply unsettling about him to me. I don't know what it is. I wish I could pinpoint it because, again, therapists would have like a flippin' flapjack field day with me. But we have tangented off to tangent land, and I didn't even tangent things. Tell a news story, see how it'll work, see if you can stay on track.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Can't do it. No strategy for me. Now, Holloway's case came to a gruesome conclusion last year after suspect Jordan Vandersloot confessed to killing her nearly 2 decades after the fact. They don't understand travel in these countries, Ward said of American students who may be attracted to the idea of going somewhere where they can legally drink under the age of 21. The problem there with assaults, kidnapping, and so on and so forth, he told Fox News Digital, young people don't understand the theory about what's going on in these countries. They think they can go away because they can drink and party at a younger age and get away with it and do things that they can't do here in the U.S. There are major problems in the Dominican Republic and other Caribbean nations, he said. In 2019, at least 11 Americans died and thousands more suffered food poisoning in the country, according to Berkshire Hathaway Travel Protection. The same year, Boston Red Sox legend David Ortiz survived a nightclub shooting there. There are bad people out there in the middle of the night. I don't know why she was out at 4:30 in the morning or where her friends are, but you can't be by yourself like that, walking in a country that you know nothing about, Ward said. You need to stay in groups where you're not going to be a target. So they need to understand that there's some major problems with people here going to these countries on, say, the spring break, because they feel they will have resources to be able to have the luxury and be able to do what they want to do without being looked at, he said. And people are there taking advantage of girls. And there are bad people on these islands, and they need to be looked at, and law enforcement knows it. Now, police have questioned multiple witnesses, including her friends and an unnamed young man. Sorry, I'm trying to be able to see a little better, but we will work with what we work with. I mean, daylight savings time is upon us, and I think Mercury is in retrograde, so we are just all hanging on for dear life. Now, police have questioned multiple witnesses, including her friends and an unnamed young man, whose story they say they are looking to corroborate. Now, Konanki is originally from India, but is a legal U.S. resident from Loudoun County near Washington, D.C., according to authorities. She is 5 feet 3 inches tall with black hair and brown eyes, and she was last seen wearing a brown bikini, hoop earrings, bracelets, and an anklet. Now, a spokesperson for Loudoun County Sheriff's Office also told the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette that the report that she drowned may be based on her last known location near the beach, but there is no evidence to support that conclusion at this time. So we will definitely be paying attention to this story. I do see frightening amounts of parallels. If your kiddos are going out, male, female, zim, zer, furry, it is 2025. Make sure that they know to stay in crowds, to not go off by themselves, to listen to their inner gut feelings when it comes to something hinky, and don't be so drunk that you lose all sense of where you are and become a victim. That being said, teens are gonna teen, and I hope that nothing else happens to any other family, because this is a nightmare for any parent, and my heart goes out to her family, her friends, and every one of us who is looking for answers for this family. I will see you guys in a little bit. Sorry about the change in time to nooner with Mo, but you know, it's gonna go. We will clog, as I say. We'll circle back and we're back to clogging. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, but carry a can of bitch fire and clog whenever you want to, daggone it. Let them clogging feet fly. Clog for me, clog your heart out. It's like that, never mind. I'm gonna tangent off and I'm never gonna end this video, so I will see you guys soon. Bye, you guys.